A very good evening to one and all. I, Ruby Gill, welcome all the attendees and our prestigious speakers on the behalf of lovely professional university for today's webinar on the topic high-profile careers and entrepreneurship opportunities in hotel management. So attendees today, you'll savor a feast of knowledge from our revered speakers. So allow me to introduce them. Professor Dr. Nafees Haider Naqvi, Dean, School of Hotel Management and Tourism, lovely professional university. Doctorate from Jagril Lake City University, he is an accomplished senior level hospitality and tourism leader with more than 20 years of experience as a successful business contributor and experience in leadership, admissions, training and placement in corporate and education sector as well. He has published 6 papers and 3 book chapters in national and international journals of repute. To his credit, he has many accolades and laurels. He has been awarded Best Director by International Academic and Research Award, Global Hospitality Award by Swami Vivekananda University, and the list goes on and on. He is also a proud member of editorial board of various journals of repute. So, sir, it's a privilege to have you on board with us today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Ruby. Thanks a lot for this lovely introduction. And good evening, one and all present over here. So we need to talk about the high-profile career and entrepreneurship opportunities in hotel management. So first, we need to understand what is hotel management. Hotel management is a body which works on the 4 main organs basically. There are many small organs also, but the 4 are the main. That is front office, housekeeping, food and beverage service, and food and beverage production. So front office is basically a nerve system of the hotel from where every command goes to other organs. It's a place where the first interaction of a guest happens with the hotel employees, and it is a place where all the queries, all the complaints, requests comes to them, and it is a place which deals last with the guest at the time of their checkout. Housekeeping is something which deal with the upkeepment of the hotel, making you feel at home, keeping it clean. So that's a prime duty of housekeeping. Then F&B service. F&B service is basically a department which deal with the service of food wherever it is done inside or outside the premises of the hotel. It's supposed to be done by food and beverage service staff, be it room service, be it in banquet, swimming pool, bar, restaurants, coffee shop, everywhere it is done by F&B service personnel. And the fourth one, which is very important again, it's food and beverage production. So until unless there will be a production, then the service what will be served to the guest if there is no production. So production is the department which is most sorted out by the aspirants. According to my experience, whenever a person joins, 80% of the students want to become chef, and really it's a very attractive when you see a chef in a white, crisp, clear chef coat with a checkered pant and a chef's scarf. So that really you look like a star, and that was the biggest aspiration to the new kids, those who are joining the hotel management programs, to become chef. So I'm lucky enough that in my team I have a person, is a chef Amit Joshi, who is head of the department for production. He is known to me for last 21 years. So, and he has a good credentials, work with the companies like Oberoi, and working with Lovely for last 14 years, having a really a long tenure with us. So I think I should not waste much of time when talking about production when Amit is sitting there. So Chef, over to you, and I would like you to emphasize on the what department is, what are the job opportunities available, and what are the opportunity to start your own business, that is entrepreneurship. So over to you,
Thank you
Chef.
thank you so much, sir. And as guided, I'll be talking about food production in detail today. There's a small PPT also attached with the uh, webinar, so I'll be running through the PPT along with this same. This is about the stars of LPU. Here we have around 10 voters who were participating in the Olympics, and none of them they have won the Olympic medals. We all know our favorite star Neeraj Chopra was also there. He visited the university also after winning the competition. LPU has been ranked 74th globally by Times Higher Education 2022 and ranked third by Atal ranking of institutions on innovation and achievements. And we have also been ranked 36th in terms of among top universities by the World University Rankings 2022. And a proud moment for India, LPU makes it to the impact rankings. LPU ranked second in India. Only 3 Indian universities were able to make it to the top 200 list globally as per Times Higher Education Impact Ranking 2021. And our School of Hotel Management and Tourism has been ranked 9th by the Outlook Air Care Rankings 2021. That is one of the key achievements of the department. So as I was discussing earlier, in the case of hotel management, there are a couple of pillars available on which the entire School of Hotel Management stands and works together. So our school was established in the year 2007, and we have been working hard since then. There are 5 domains in total. That means first one is the food production department, where the chefs they get trained. Then we have the F&B service department, where we have the stewards in the process of making. Then we have front office and housekeeping, and then finally we have the tourism department. So there are these 5 domains which are available. We run around 11 academic programs, which includes graduation degrees, post-graduation degrees, and even the doctorate degrees. We have around 1,200 plus students in the School of Hotel Management as of now. There are 30 plus core faculties and 200 plus international students, which are there to in the various programs of School of Hotel Management Tourism. So for any school to grow, you need to have a vision and a mission. So our vision is very clear: to promote service excellence for customer delight with right blend of skills and attitude, and enhance leadership qualities for professional and social leadership. This is the vision of our school, and to achieve this vision, we have got 2 missions available: to prepare globally employable professionals for hospitality, tourism, and aviation sectors by providing the right balance of academic rigor, practical training, and industry exposure. Then second one is to undertake research to improve the international competitiveness of the Indian hospitality industry. Now, as I was discussing earlier also, that's why hospitality and tourism and what are the core areas available. I was going through an article last week, and it came across that in the case of, we have seen a couple of disasters due to COVID-19 in the last 2 years. But in the coming years, it has been predicted that there will be a rise of 25% job hike in the case of jobs for chefs globally. 25% is a huge number. 25% between 2022 and 2025, there will be a rise of around 25% hike is seen. And these are only specific to the skill-based chefs. So there is a large amount of jobs available, and they're coming and they're waiting for all the aspirants who are going to get a degree for BA Culinary Arts, wherein they get prepared especially only for becoming a chef. We have a lot of faculty available with us, and most of them are from the industry backgrounds. They have worked in the industry for a couple of years, mostly in India and overseas also. I myself have worked overseas in malls for 2 years. The faculty that we have at the School of Hotel Management are research oriented, and we have been doing a lot of guest lectures and workshops and webinars in the last couple of years. A brief is here. We have been celebrating for sure the International Chef's Day, tourism product marketing, guest lecture on tea, wine, food and wine pairing. Number of things keep on happening. Here is a couple of webinars that we have done in the last year. Now, this is about the Dean of the Hotel Management School, Dr. Nafis Hasan Lakmi. He's the HS of the school. And then there are 5 domains available. Let us talk about the food production here. That is what we are going to talk about today. In the case of food production, as I was discussing with you, the number of jobs that we looking at now are going to rise with the hike of 25%. That is a huge number actually. Now, what all do you require to become a chef? Today, I'll be talking about the career opportunities regarding to the chef's choice. So, as per your liking, what you can become, what are the career opportunities available? I'll be discussing about all of them. Now, to begin with the career in the food production department, first of all, I would say there are 2 things, or rather 3 things, which are important for a person to become a chef and to succeed in the same line. First one for sure is the passion. So in case you are passionate enough to work in that in the industry, you are going to achieve the success soon. So first one is passion. I would say it is most important. That is the base. That is the foundation of everything. And with passion, you need to have some patience, because the guests are very demanding. The skills that you need to work upon, the skills that you need to hone, would take some time. It will never come overnight. So to keep on working hard, and that is why patience is required. And then finally, with passion and patience, what I'm trying to achieve is the perfection. So perfection is one of the key that is required. That is what we always intend to aspire to get one day. Usually we are not always very happy with what we cook, but yes, we always try to make it better in the next time. So with the passion, with patience, we intend to become perfect. That is what the industry is all about. Now, in the case of chefs, it is, I would say, personally, I would say becoming a chef is more than a job. It is not only a mere job that you do and you get paid for. It gives you a personal satisfaction to interact with the guest, to talk about them, about the food, to exceed their guest expectations, to cook something which is out of the menu, to perceive the guest needs, and then you work accordingly. So every single day in the kitchen is a new day. Even if the menu is the same, still every single day is a new day, because the guest is new. The guest demands are new. The conditions which you're working are new. There can be some different kinds of situations which are available, and accordingly you have to work for them. So every single day is a new day in the life of a chef. So I would say you have to follow the path slowly and steadily to become a chef one day. It is not a task that can be achieved within I would say, couple of months. It would take a year or 2 years to get expertise on a particular skill, and then finally you achieve what you intend to. In the case of chefs, there are many options available as a career. Let me quickly run through the ones which are very common and known to everyone. First of all, after the degree of BA Culinary Arts or a BCom or a BSc HM degree, the chef can get a job as a chef in hotels. That is one. You can also get jobs into cruise lines. You can also get jobs into resorts. You can get jobs into MNCs. You can also become a personal chef to somebody who is a celebrity, maybe. You can also have your own entrepreneurial areas available. We can also get jobs. The chefs are also required in merchant navy and even the defense areas. You need to have chefs there as well. So the list goes on. In becoming a chef, it is not always working only for the hotels. Hotel is one of the key areas. There are QSR available, there are banquets available, there is outdoor catering available, there are personal chefs available, there are people who are hiring these celebrities, they hire their own chefs. Even the Rashtrapati Bhavan have got their own team of chefs available. So the profile that you would build upon, which it will take you to places. So it depends upon how hard, how passionate, how patiently you're working on the perfection. That is what the intent is all about. In the case of the careers, in the case of chefs, these are the few that I have already lined up. But there are many more, which I would say are mostly overlooked. After getting a degree into BA Culinary Arts or a BSc or a BHMCT, a chef can also become, at times we are very good in the photography. You can look at the images that are there on the slide. First of all, these all images are done by the chefs who are working in the hotel, in the School of Hotel Management itself. These are our products, and the photographs have been clicked by our students. All right. Now, so when you're clicking a photograph at times, you can also become a food stylist. After doing the BA Culinary Arts program, you can also become a food stylist. Now, these food stylists are being hired by hotels to promote their hotel, to up-brand their hotel. They're also hired at times by, you also might be watching a lot of TV campaigns of spices or rice dishes. Now, when they're doing this, they have to portray a dish. Now, these dishes are to be portrayed, or spices are to be portrayed by somebody who's called as a food stylist. So after doing this, you can also switch over and become a food stylist one day. That is one. Then one of the very common and very known nowadays is the food bloggers, or also known as the vloggers nowadays. So these are the people who visit different places and they write blogs about them on their social media or other sites. And nowadays they also do the video logging. So vloggers are also available. So there is another option, career option available of becoming a blogger or a food blogger. Third one is getting into another aspect of food, which is called as food journalism, because you are aware about the food in totality now. So you can write about the food, a particular topic or a dish or a spice or a cuisine can be explored. Can you start writing your own columns in different? There are many journalists available in India who have their careers developed because of food journalism. So that is another aspect of becoming or getting a job after doing the BA Culinary Arts or a BSc HM or a BCT degree. After this, nowadays people who do the culinary arts degree or become a chef, they also tend to become a celebrity chef one day. And to do that, there are a couple of things that are required. First of all, for sure, a skill is required. That is the base. A second important thing is the communication skills. So the way you would communicate. They say around 80% of the communication is done through your body language. So when you're talking to them in a nice way and you are presentable on the TV, you can do your own small shows beginning from YouTube channels and then suddenly rising up to a big channel also. So people can become a celebrity chef also. Participating in a chef competition can give you a leverage and you can become a celebrity chef there also. Or I personally know a lot of people who are a celebrity for a particular cuisine only. So they are known for a particular cuisine. So whenever there is a lecture is to be planned or a workshop is to be planned or you have to read an article on a particular cuisine, those chefs are being called. So you can become a celebrity chef as well. Apart from this, yes, there is an opportunity available for becoming a faculty or a teacher as well in any of the culinary institutes across the world. Usually, after the graduation degree, in the case of academics, they ask for a master's degree. So you can do a master's or a PhD degree later on and can get a job into teaching and faculty positions as well. So that is another, I would say, demanding job which is available. People, we are always running short of, a lot of colleges are always running short of the good faculty. So that is another career option which is available. And then finally, a lot of people who believe they are very good on their own and they do not like to be which is tamed by anyone else. So they become freelancers. Now, freelancer can be, or a food consultant can be somebody who would go and do the consultation in terms of the setting up of a restaurant or a bakery or a startup. So they will go and consult. There are many chefs available who have been doing or starting up Indian restaurants worldwide. So they are settled in Bangalore or Mumbai or Delhi, but they travel across the world and they set up their the restaurants of their clients throughout the world. So these consultants, becoming a consultant is a huge kind of a job available, and they are freelancers. This job is not time bounded. They have to work as per the requirement of the clientele, and they work accordingly. You can also become a culinary tour guide. This is something that has been new now. A culinary tour guide is somebody who can take a tour for a culinary visit. See, the tourism is also changing nowadays. People do not only go to visit a place only to see the scenic beauty. They also at times go to a place only to consume the local food. So culinary tourism is a huge kind of a market is coming up, and culinary tour guides can help. You can become a culinary tour guide also after doing your graduation in culinary arts or reaching to your BSc degree, whatever you are intending to do. And one of the another options which is available after becoming a chef is to become a culinary author. So in case you have been reading through many books through your in your due course of 3 years degree, and you have a good sound knowledge of a particular cuisine or a spice or a cooking technique, you can start writing books. And books are selling heavily nowadays, and yes, your books is one of the other options available is to become a culinary author. So these are the few, I would say, career options are available apart from becoming a regular chef in the hotel. That is there for sure. So becoming a chef in the hotel is one, resorts is another, cruise line is another. Even airports would have their own chefs there. You have personal chefs, you have positions available in defense areas. I was talking about Rashtrapati Bhavan also. So there are many roles available as a chef. But apart from becoming a chef, I discuss about 7 to 8 points or careers where you can start working after doing your degree in hotel management or BA Culinary Arts degree. So now let's continue with the PPT here. The very first one is the food division. That is what we're talking about. So here we focus on imbibing the skills necessary for students to cherish a lifelong journey of excellence. So it is all about passion. It is all about hard work. It is all about sweat and hard work that will take you to places. So this industry is very dynamic. It keeps on changing every single day, and we have to keep ourselves updated with the industry. Okay, and for this, you need to keep on reading and learning, and every single day you learn something new, and you invent it in your restaurant, and you give it to your guests to consume. Then we have the room division, which talks about housekeeping in front office area. Housekeeping usually talks about the area of housekeeping usually talks about the area of cleanliness, where the rooms are to be cleaned, upkeep of the various areas of the entire hotel. So they are more about the cleaning process. Then we have the front office area, which is always called as the face of the hotel. So they are the very first ones whom the guest will go and interact with the moment he enters the hotel. So they are there for reservation and reception area. Few of the following programs which are available: PhD in Hotel Management and Tourism. We have MBA in Tourism and Hospitality and MSc in Hotel Management as well. We have BHMCT. We have BSc in Hotel Management. We have BA Culinary Arts. This is what I was focusing on. So in case you intend to become a chef one day, the degree that you should look forward to is BA Culinary Arts. We also have degrees like BSc in ATH, Airlines, Tourism and Hospitality, BBA in Tourism and Hotel Management, and BBA Airlines and Airport Management as well. In the case of BA Culinary Arts, it's a 3 years program, which is semester wise, and every semester you have different subjects to be learned. Few of the language elective baskets are available. We have French available, Spanish available, apart from English for sure. We also offer specialization to students who are into 5th and 6th semester. In 5th semester, we have the fine dining area 1, and we also have an option of either choosing the fine dining or the artisan breads. 6th semester again fine dining or a breakfast visit as per your liking. Industrial input is required in terms of to complete the degree. So for this, we would ensure that the students, they will go for a full-time internship in the fourth semester, and in between this, between the first and second year, they also go for a VT, vocational training, in the case of BA Culinary Arts. Some of the courses which makes the course of BA Culinary Arts outstanding from other programs, like culinary maths, Ayurvedic and traditional Indian food, which is the hot topic of the day. Everybody is working towards Ayurvedic food after the COVID impact. We also teach food sociology and anthropology. We talk about culinary tourism and culinary economics as well. We have different kinds of labs available in terms of food production, service, housekeeping, front office, software and computer labs, aviation lab. There are different kinds of labs which are available in which the students will go and work finally. In the case of BHM City, it's a 4-year program available, and BSc HM is a 3 years program available. In the case of BHM City, students go for a training during the 5th semester, and in the case of BSc HM, they go for a industrial training during the 4th semester. The main difference between BHM City and BSc HM is that we offer a specialist course in the 4th year in BHM City, which is not available to students who are doing BSc HM with us. So that is a major difference. We also have MSc HM with us, which is again a 2 years degree program, post-graduation program, again a semester-wise program available. Here are the different areas where anybody who is doing hotel management can get a job. We have areas like hotels, resorts, QSRs, quick service restaurants, airline catering, managements, wellness centers, cruise liners, airlines, IRCTC. There are many different kinds of profiles available where a student can choose and work accordingly. The core strengths, I would say, in terms of the school are our international placements and internship. We focus on this. A lot of students, they do get placed internationally, and they also get a lot of internship offers overseas. Alumni support and mentoring. We have a couple of mentors who are assigned only from our students who are our alumni, and they're doing really well in the industry now. We have a very strong industry connect and industry interface. We have regular guest lectures, workshops, industrial visits, and we do call the industry people to come and give their inputs and feedback on our curriculum syllabus every single year. And we focus on learning by doing. So our strength is around 80% of practical and 20% of theory. So it is more of skill-based program. Cultural diversity of students help them to understand and makes them ready for the entire work to take as a workplace, entire globe to take as a workplace. We have around 80% plus faculty with rich industry experience. Our placement partners include things for hotels like Oberoi's, Taj, ITC, Radisson, Hyatt, Leela, Lalit, Deepak, Westin, Sarovar, and then many, many more. These are only a few to be mentioned here. So this is what we have for today. Anyone, any questions, please ask me. Yes, please. Anyone, any questions?
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your vision. And yes, sir, we have a few queries from our attendees, and we'll take up those queries. Just give me a moment, sir. Okay. So yes, sir, we have few queries from our attendees. So there is a student known as Meher, and she wants to know that nowadays almost everyone is a food blogger on various social sites. So what is the role of the degree? Because basically she wants to tell that most of the people, those who are food bloggers nowadays on various sites, they don't have a degree. So what's your take on this? So why they have to come at LPU to gain a degree?
A wonderful question, I would say, must. You see, in India, what happens, my dear, is that a whenever somebody gets sick in the hotel, in your house, our parents, our relatives, our friends, they always advise them medicine. So that doesn't make them a doctor, first of all. Secondly, everyone in the in India, they know how to cook something on their own. So, but you can't call them a chef. So a degree would give you a dignity actually to work upon, and for sure it will add to your profile. And see, if I tell you that in case you are feeling a bit sick today, you should take this medicine, but there is no guarantee will that medicine work. But in case I'm a doctor, then you'll have a trust in me. So people would have trust in you in case you are having a academic background to to support that the evidence. So if I tell you that yes, we can make now to say uh, molecular gastronomy is another impact available. So we can work with molecular gastronomy also. I say it because I have worked upon this and I have got a degree to back it up. But in case you do not have an academic background, my dear, you will not have a good chance to succeed for sure.
Definitely. Thank you so much, sir. And I completely agree with you because education is the foundation of each and everything. So yes, sir. So we'll proceed to the another query. And there's another query from Megha. She wants to know that she wants to do research on hydrogel films to wrap edible foods. So how LPU supports in the research field?
Megha, my dear, the degree that you're looking at is not hotel management then. The degree that you're working for now is food technology. So our food technology department will help you and guide you for sure. And we got a huge research infra available. We have got a lot of labs available in terms of research. Food technology department has got many doctors available, and we can guide you accordingly. So what you want to work upon is it's not for from a chef's point of view. This is from the point of view of a food technologist, which is a separate science-based degree, my dear.
Thank you so much, sir. So there is another question from Amandeep. He wants to know that, sir, is hotel manager a good option? Should we proceed to this sector?
Can you please come again once? Hotel management is a good option.
There's another question. Of course, I'll repeat it. There's another question from Amandeep. He wants to know that is being a hotel manager is a good option. Should we proceed in this sector?
Yes, for sure. Why not? You see, a manager is somebody who is would be managing the entire hotel. So what I can presume now is a hotel management is the GM or the general manager of the hotel. So he's the one who is heading the entire hotel area. So in case you have an option available there, for sure you should go ahead because that is the ultimate goal. So once you get into the GM level, then finally move to the corporate level. This happens in the case of chefs also. After becoming the executive chef, they land up somewhere in the corporate area. So they are not for looking after one hotel. Then they have got a couple of hotels to be looked after. So this is the right path, I would say, and strongly recommend this.
Thank you so much, sir. So we'll take up another query. A student named Shubhendu, that how LPU supports to cope up with the latest trends in the food production, whether if we talk about the preparing or the presentation part. So how LPU helps the student to cope up with the trend.
See what I've told you in the presentation also that we are very strongly connected with the industry, and our curriculum is revisited every single year with the feedback from the industry and the other stakeholders. We do conduct a lot of workshops which are done with the help of industry partners. We take our students to various kind of competitions where they get exposed to different things. We also organize culinary visits to different hotels where they still get more exposure to various kind of trends that are available in the industry. Apart from this, we also focus on webinars by the expertise chefs who are not sitting in India. So let's say somebody is there in Paris and in a Michelin star restaurant. So we have a tie-up. We do a workshop with them or a webinar with them, and they are teaching and talking about what is cooking or what leaders are doing in the field of the French cuisine. So this is the way we keep it up and keeps our syllabus and our curriculum and our teaching pedagogy and our syllabus updated.
Thank you so much, sir. So we'll take up last but not the least question because we have already discussed about it. So I would Again, you should if brief the student. So a girl known as Miha, she wants to know that other than hotels, what are the prospective sectors for the job opportunities after the completion of the course?
So I believe I have discussed with you, and it was there on my PPT also, that I've shown you that apart from the hotels, there are airline catering available, cruise lines available. You have these IICTC wellness centers. Diet conscious people are there who are hiring people. Resorts are there. Outdoor catering is there. We also have this trend coming up that people are moving towards a vegan cuisine. So there are vegan restaurants coming up. Ayurvedic food is coming up in a huge way. So apart from hotels, there are many things available. Apart from this, in case you want to become a food blogger or a food stylist or a food journalist or a food photographer, or what should I, culinary author maybe. So there are many prospects available. It is all depends upon your passion. What is, so there are some inherited qualities. Let us say, for example, I have this inbuilt passion and the quality of clicking a good photograph, and I'm a hotel management or a BA Culinary Arts graduate as well. So for me, becoming a food photographer is a very easy job, and I would rise there also because I have this passion towards the same.
Thank you so much, Chef Amit Joshi, for solving all the queries. We can see your experience of 8 years in the industry and more than 13 years of an academician with your insightful presentation. We have so much experience, and thank you so much, sir, for sharing that with our attendees today. So with this, we'll quickly move to our admission expert, Ms. Rachna Bajaj, Senior Assistant, Lovely Professional University. So today she'll give you an insight of the fee, eligibility and scholarship part of the university, and in addition to that, she'll also be discussing about the infrastructure part of the university. So over to you, Ms. Rachna, for the admission part of the university.
So good evening, everyone. I hope you all are doing fine and safe at your home. So I'll be just quickly sharing the glimpse of the university which you will be joining this year or most probably in the coming years. So first up in the list, we have LPU creating history when 12 out of 13 LPU students won Olympics in Tokyo Olympics and brought laurels to India. Moving ahead with the campus life and exposure offered, as a student, make sure that you enjoy your campus life and take as much as exposure you can. And if I talk about LP students have got ample of opportunities to interact with Nobel laureates and participate not just in national but international level events as well. So I'll just quickly show you the glimpse of few of the events. First up in the list, we have 106th Indian Science Congress with the focal theme Future India, Science and Technology, which was inaugurated by Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji. Moving ahead, Nobel laureate Dalai Lama ji was here at campus, LPU campus for the 5th convocation. Former President of India, late Shri Pranab Mukherjee, was here at LPU for the convocation twice. Late Shri Arun Jaitley ji for the inauguration of LPU Startup School. Some familiar faces, Gaur Gopal Das ji, he interacted with the students and guided them about life. Some of the heartthrobs, we had Shah Rukh Khan, Deepika Padukone for the promotion of Chennai Express, Sonam Kapoor, Folk Studio was organized at LPU, MS Dhoni and several others. So now let's talk about the infrastructure. You will be making several memories, or you will be learning in these classrooms, in these laboratories, and you will be participating in the events. So I'll be just quickly showing you the glimpse of the infrastructure which is available at LPU campus for our students. So this is an inside view of our central library, a 4-storied central library, I would say, with approximately 20 lakh books. And not just this, students also have access to these books in online mode as well. An outside view of our amphitheatre. LPU has 2 to 3 amphitheatres where several Nukkad Natak theatre acts take place. An inside view of our Shanti Devi Mittal Indoor Auditorium with a capacity of 2,500 audience, being the largest in this region. My favorite place, the University Mall. Let's take you inside this mall. It has all the basic facilities, be it related to dining areas, dominoes, courier facilities, clothing, electronic gadgets, whatever you talk about. Apart academics, we want our students to enjoy their student life. For this, we have bowling area, pool area, and other gaming facilities. A gymnasium for our students. 24-hour facility of hospital and ambulance inside the campus, be it related to eye specialists, dental facilities, physiotherapy wards, etc. So now this is an outside view of our Shanti Devi Mittal Indoor Stadium. It has several sports facilities like a proper Olympic level swimming pool, 10 to 12 badminton courts for our students, shooting area, a beautiful picture clicked by one of our students, and a mesmerizing night view of our university hostels. So now let's move ahead with the another topic, that is the fees, scholarship, and how you can apply for admissions at LPU. So what you have to do is just simply visit our website, which is www.lpu.in. And on the top, you will see an icon of admissions where we have segregated all the programs after 12th, after 10th, after graduation, and after post-graduation. So let's say I'm interested in after 12th bachelor's program. I'll just click on it, and all the programs, the disciplines which are available after 12th will be visible in front of you. So as we have students seeking admission in hotel management and tourism, I'll just click on it, and all the programs available under hotel management will be available. So we'll go for Bachelor of Hotel Management and Catering Technology, which is a 4 years program with total 8 semesters. And the eligibility clearly states that a student should be passed with minimum 50% in 12th, with English as a compulsory subject, and need to qualify the LPU NIST exam, which is conducted by LPU. It is stated as National Entrance and Scholarship Test. It is not only for eligibility purposes, but it will also help you avail scholarship benefits. Once you scroll down, you can see there's some key highlights, the curriculum for next 4 years, the specializations and electives, and here comes the monetary part, the fees and the scholarship. Although without scholarship fees for this program was 80,000 per semester, but we have different categories on the basis of which you can avail scholarship. So let's say if you score between 80 to 89.9% in your 12th, you will directly fall in category 3, that is of 28%, and your fees will be reduced to 57,600 per semester. If you score better, if you score between 90 to 94.9% in your 12th, you will fall in category 2, that is of 38%, and your fees will be reduced to 49,600 per semester. Last but not the least, if you score 95% or above in your 12th, you will directly fall in category 1, that is of 40%, and your fees will be reduced to 41,600 per semester. In case if you couldn't score well in 12th, you have LPU NIST exam as well, as it is not only for eligibility, but it will help you avail scholarship. So this is the cutoff and the overall marks for LPU NIST exam. Moving ahead, once you scroll down, we have mentioned some other scholarships as well. Scholarship on the basis of innovation, startup and entrepreneurship, sports, cultural, co-curriculars, and scholarship for toppers of education would if you fall in the merit list of 2022. So if you have any such achievements, make sure that you share your details with us on our email ID, which is admissions@lpu.co.in. Moving ahead, we have some financial aids as well, like financial aid for need-based, which covers scholarships for single girl child or single mothers, and etc. Serving, retired defense, CAPF, paramilitary personnel and their dependents, financial aid to orphans, financial aid to a person with certain disability, and in the case of blind as well. So if you have any such near ones for such information, you can share these details. Moving ahead with some of the important dates, as you can see that the last date to apply for LPU NIST exam, which is the first step, is 30th June 2022, and further you will be allotted with exam dates between 6th to 5th of July, and your result will be declared within 24 working hours, and accordingly you can proceed for admissions. In case if you have any queries related to admission, feel free to get in touch with us. We have mentioned our contact details on the right side of the screen. Here we have the live video counseling icon, schedule a call icon. Our WhatsApp team is available for you, and once you scroll down, you can see our helpline numbers. So I'll wind up with one more important thing. We have conducted such informative webinars in past, and we will keep conducting such webinars in the coming days. If you want to enroll yourself in such webinars or go through the past videos, again just click on admissions, and on the top here on the left side you will see an icon of LPU's Edu-Fair webinars. And once you click on it, a new page will open where we have listed all the webinars you can go through. So over to you, Ruby ma'am. I suppose I have shown majority of the details with our students, which can be helpful in applying for admissions at LPU. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rachna ma'am, for the detailed information about the admission. And with this, we'll conclude our today's webinar. So experts, thank you so much. Your years of research, your depth of understanding the topic, and your ability to present the topic in such an interesting way produce one of the most wonderful evening for all the attendees. So on behalf of all the attendees of this webinar, I would like to thank you for your insightful presentation. Hopefully, the attendees found this webinar to be helpful in taking better decisions regarding admissions. And attendees, thank you so much. I enjoyed bringing this session to you, and I hope you've enjoyed listening to it as much. So until next time, I am Ruby Gill signing off. Thank you, everyone.